why do you pick up a book? It's usually the cover of the book, the design, the pattern, the colors. It might be because of the author, it might be because of the title, but it's, when you walk around the bookshop, you usually pick up a book because it's got this really interesting cover design on it. So, and you're not going to buy it if you don't touch it, right?
Yeah.
Mar Marketing 101. Get them to pick it up. Get them to touch it, right? It's like it's the same with internet-based sales. It's like if they don't click, they're not going to buy.
Yeah.
So you have to train that habit in some way to get people to click, which is the thumbnail, which is why more time, more energy, more resources, more money gets spent on designing little thumbnails than anything else, because if people don't click, they're not going to go into the website, get more information, listen to more, watch more. They're not going to do that. So it's the extension of the getting people to touch things. You see it with people. The classic example is salespeople on the street. If you've ever seen a street market, right? In a street market, and I know that you've got some experience with that. In a street market, if the salesperson can get you to physically touch the product, there's a higher probability that you will buy it. There's a higher probability, which is why a lot of the time they'll be like, no, come here and, touch this, feel this, hold this. This is real quality, or whatever, depending upon what they're saying. Or they do it with the perfumes on the street. It's like, oh, just hold this for me for 1 second. After you've held it, psychologically, you don't want to let it go. And so you end up in thinking that it's yours and investing in it for some reason, but it's all basically psychology 101 designed to get people closer to yes, in a conversation. Or even in psychology 101 with conversations, the more times a person says yes, the more likely they are to agree with the final sale. So and some people do this. I don't do this, but I'm aware of it, that if you can tailor or specifically design your questions to always get a yes answer, then if you can create a pattern or a habit of getting the person on the other side to say yes 7, 8, 9, 10 times in a conversation, they are more likely to say yes at the end than no, because they're training their own mind to be happy with the concept of yes. And this is almost a kind of prediction. You're almost selling to your future self by saying yes. So, and if you watch how hypnosis works in the same way. So, so your name is Peter, yes? Yes. Ah, okay. So, and you're from London, yes? Uh-huh. Right. And so you traveled a long way to get here. Uh-huh. Yes. Yes. And you see how the questions are tailored to create a yes response. And the more that you train the habit of yes, it then becomes very unnatural, or feels very unnatural, to say no during that process. And if you watch how hypnotists work when they're selecting their candidates or people, you see, we've all seen, hypnotists, they tell people this potato is an apple, and they eat the potato thinking it's an apple, and everybody laughs. Why do they do that? They've been trained in this suggestive ability, which is that the more times you say yes, the more likely you are to see something as positive. And it's very, very, if you look at sales processes, the question should be very much orientated towards an obvious yes answer. Do you want quality? Yes or no? Yes. Damn it, we all want quality. Do you want a smooth, streamlined process where this solves a problem for you there? Yes, naturally. Yeah, naturally. When you call the company, do you want to speak to a specific person in a specific department to get specific information? Well, yes, you do, because otherwise what's the point in going through the process? And this training, which is basically like, it's basically like dog training, right? It's basically like training animals, yeah, or training monkeys. You're training in a repetitive pattern of comfort. Pickup artists, if you know what a pickup artist is, it's generally a guy who goes out to a bar or a club and meets a girl and takes her home. That's a pickup artist, right? And pickup artists understand, it could be a girl who goes out and picks up a guy, and danger, and no boundaries, a bit of a problem. So these pickup artists understand the concept of comfort. If you are more relaxed and more comfortable, then you're more likely to give positive responses. And so you're more comfortable in a yes situation than a no situation. Because everybody wants to hear yes. Everybody wants to, but we exist on the planet to keep each other happy, believe it or not. And nobody ever wants to hear no. And so, yes is one of the most comforting things that we can hear in the world. When you call someone, it's usually because of a problem, and what you usually want to hear is yes, because you're looking for some specific information or some help with something, and that's what we want to hear. We want to hear the positivity, the positive side of things, and beauty all factors into that as part of presentation, and how we make ourselves look. And there's a time and a place for it, for sure. Everything and everyone is for sale in the business world, so it's definitely something to be aware of. Everybody wants nice stuff, the nice car, or on a higher level, the nice helicopter, the nice private plane, the nice hotel, the beautiful beach. It's just a higher level of thinking. Right.